Hello, friends, and welcome to the Weekend Catch-Up Club, the coffee morning show brought to you live every Saturday direct to Facebook and available later on demand at youtube.com/gamertagged and podcast services. Today's episode is an incredibly special one because it is, of course, the fundraising weekend for SpecialEffect as part of GameBlast 2021. And as you can see, I am joined by the awesome Becky Frost from SpecialEffect. Hey, Becky.
How's it going?
I am awesome. I am amped up. I'm full of energy and a couple of coffees down. I'm maybe peaking too early because we've just started and I'm already full of adrenaline. So I'm a little bit worried.
You can't say like, oh, I'm so full of energy. Are we starting the timer? Have we gone with that?
Good.
Quick.
Good call.
You're gonna you're gonna be thanking me when that's running down to like 10 minutes. And I should have left that for like half the interview, shouldn't I? Like, by the way, you haven't started your timer.
At the end of it, I'll be that scene from Cocoon where the wrinkly old person is just like, is it done yet? Are we there yet?
That's me on every Sunday of GameBlast.
So, of course, this is GameBlast weekend. Can you tell us what GameBlast is and exactly what this madness weekend is all about and what is going on?
Well, I'm not sure if I can tell you exactly what the madness is all about because I myself am sat here watching it all go down like, what's happening? But GameBlast is our annual fundraising event that the gaming community really take ownership of. It's a weekend of gaming marathon challenges that gamers set for themselves. It can be 24 hours like you're doing, or 6 hours, or however many, insert number of hours here. It could be a regular streaming slot and you just want to do a speed run or some kind of challenge. It could be an art stream. I've seen people do jigsaws. I've seen people do it without even streaming. They just say to their family, I'm gonna finish this game in such and such a time. In previous years, we've had companies take part and do like bake sales. So it started out as kind of a 24-hour gaming marathon thing. And then we realized that people are vastly more creative than that. And we just kind of sat back and let the gamers take over, really, because gamers are awesome and they've got all the great ideas. So yeah.
They absolutely are awesome. It's I just find it amazing of how broad and how many people get involved for this manic weekend of just raising money for such an amazing cause. Now, we had you on episode 7 of the Weekend Catch-Up Club last year, where I got to have back in time warp, and it was just a really great interview where you got to explain exactly who SpecialEffect are, the work that they're doing, and now here we are again, episode 30, and we've managed to get you back to kick off this weekend. So can you do a quick recap of just who SpecialEffect are for the benefit of our viewers who maybe don't know, like, what is this going on? What is going on?
What's happening here? Like elevator pitch kind of kind of stuff. Okay. So SpecialEffect is a charity who help people with severe physical disabilities to access video games. And we do that through modified technology, software that we create. We go out and visit people in their homes and send a specialist assessment team to assess their needs and their preferences of game. And they then create a specialized gaming setup just for their needs and based on what they need, what they want to play, what consoles they prefer, or PC if you're that way inclined. We've done all sorts as well, like outside of the gaming sphere, like helping people to just use computers and complete their uni work. One of my favorites is a bubble machine. In one of our videos, you see a quick clip of a little girl playing with her brother, and they're just like making a bubble machine go, and it's just this lovely, joyful moment. What else do we do? Software. So we create software such as iMine, which is an eye-controlled version of Minecraft, which is available for free on our website. And we have different projects as well. So Bubble Busters is a project where we match up children who are going through cancer treatment and are therefore unable to go to school with little telepresence robots. They're adorable. So yeah, do head to the website and check out the Bubble Busters project if you're interested in adorable little robots and adorable little children as well. Like the kids are cute, but the robots are cuter.
No, not the children are monsters. Everybody knows that.
What am I missing? I know I'm going to miss something. I've gone into that kind of, oh no, get everything mode. We do a project called Stargaze as well, which is where we go in to help people who have been in, say, accidents, etc., and are unable to move, and we set them up with eye control software so that they can still access computers and sort of combat the boredom of being in the ICU, and being able to contact friends and family, etc. And all of this it's a lifelong service. So from the gaming to the Stargaze project to the Bubble Busters, we're there for as long as people need us. So it's continuing support in a lot of cases. Conditions change over time. Yeah. So we'll always be there if someone's condition changes slightly and they need adjustments to their setup. Similarly, if people's taste in games change, I say this a lot, we're never going to leave someone with like FIFA 16 and be like, right, cool, play FIFA 16 forever.
But the new Pokemon's just came out. I want to play that instead.
Nope, FIFA. So it's very much a tailored lifelong service, and obviously completely free of charge for the people that we help as well, and funded by awesome stuff like this.
Yeah, I mean, the viewers can see just at the top of the screen there, we've got some B-roll playing of the special effect work that they do. And I was putting this together, and I'm not gonna lie, I was welling up and bawling my eyes out at numerous times because of just how incredible, like the smiles and the laughter that you guys all create to, these children that couldn't play video games before, and we always take that for granted. But also adults as well that thought that they would never be able to experience that with their friends ever again. And all of a sudden, it's like the slogan on your website says, it is like gaming for everyone. It's leveling the playing field entirely. So like everyone can play, everyone can just enjoy these memories and moments together. And it's such an amazing charity. And already, I think the count for the fundraising this weekend, we're only a day into it as well. It's like over £100,000 raised already.
I know. I'm just. I mean, I see my colleague Mark is in the chat, and he can attest to this. This doesn't happen often, but I'm just speechless over it. I can't. And
I've never known you to be speechless, Betty.
No, right? You've seen my Twitter feed. It's just endless, but I just can't fathom this. Liam's in the chat as well saying he can third it. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thanks for being here.
I know. I think you're going to have to commemorate this milestone with some kind of special keycap. Like an honorary keycap collection or something.
Yeah, just 100,000 keycaps.
That would keep you busy for quite a while. Yeah,
it really would. Yeah,
that's a lot of paw prints. So just for keycaps.
Yeah.
We're getting we've got Taraclus in the chat saying, I for one think Special Effect are pretty dope. So that is obviously great. So another massive thing. Is it? I don't know if this was the first time for this year's GameBlast, but a lot of channels are getting the opportunity to take over the Twitch front page.
Yeah, it's
wild.
It's so cool of Twitch. They have done this for the past few years. Ali from the Twitch team in the US is definitely due some thanks for that. So thank you, Ali, for making this happen. But yeah, we've got quite a few people going live on the front page of Twitch over the weekend. off the top of my head. Who are they? We've got John Robertson. He'll be going live with Darkroom. So if you haven't experienced that, experience it. It's an experience. We've had KPOW went live yesterday. IndieD. There's loads of amazing and talented people on the front page and off the front page as well. Like I sent an email around. When I send the emails out, I always feel really bad for like sending the people who have got the front page, but I want to let the people know who haven't like been chosen by Twitch for the front page, like the special effect team will still like try our best to get into your stream and give you all the love, because like big or small, if you've got 2 viewers or 20 or 20,000, like we are so grateful for the help, because as I say, Becky, it keeps us going.
I won't hold it against you that our channel wasn't chosen to be on the front page. That's fine. I'm kidding, of course. I get the actual Becky right here on my show, so that's way better than a Twitch front page. Come on.
Oh, this is a pre-recording of. I'm not actually live. No.
Damn it. I know. So on our last interview way back last year, we mentioned about the challenges of doing like assessments remotely, and that was becoming like this new major challenge, because you can no longer do these assessments in person. Now that we are not about 6 or 7 months on from there, has there been any developments on there? Have you been able to like improve that process or expand the kind of the learning for that kind of side of things? Like how has that changed now that we are like there's no real end in sight for lockdowns and stuff?
Oh man. I mean, I should say we are as a team still all working from home. We've obviously got, with the people that we work with are highly vulnerable a lot of the time, so we've got a huge focus on keeping things as safe as humanly possible for people. So we are still working remotely with service users, and I think I said on like the last time I was on here, I was really like impressed by the way that the service delivery team had switched so quickly to doing remote calls and handling assessment. And Liam, actually, if he's still here, is our member of staff that still goes to the office. So he's the only one, bless him, that goes to a probably haunted office and just hangs out with the ghosts and like posts stuff out to people. And they really got it like almost perfect really quickly. I think some things have been like slightly streamlined, but it's working pretty well for people. And yeah, we'll continue working this way until it is safe to go back to
I think
normal.
That's amazing.
I hate saying normal.
Like, what is normal anymore?
Exactly. What is normal anymore? Yeah.
I think that's amazing because when like just in like before the lockdown, the work that gets done by the physiotherapists and the experts to really assess the requirements of anybody, that in itself is amazing. And the fact that the team has been able to not only keep the support going, but make sure, like, be almost like extra attentive because of the at-risk categories and having to do this all remotely. The fact that you've all managed to overcome this and keep the service going like uninterrupted is just incredible, and it's a huge testament to you, the team, like everybody at Special Effect, and it's just phenomenal. I can't praise Special Effect enough as my love and adoration, and the least that obviously we can do is to shine a light on all of these success stories and do some fundraising for you, and of course that's what this weekend's all about.
Thank you so much. And I mean, yeah, when everything sort of started becoming serious with the pandemic, I mean, even before that, we really had our eyes on it. It's being a lifelong service, and you know, repeat visits are really important to people, and gaming's really important to people. If I had to, you know, if you told me I couldn't play Animal Crossing for 2 weeks, I'd lose it. I'd be really upset. So like keeping that service running was really important to us. So yeah, finding a way to keep doing that in a safe way and an effective way
Yeah.
was really well done, I think,
Yeah.
by the service delivery team.
I we mentioned about the total value raised already for GameBlast, and I was having
Mm,
a little squiz at the website earlier because you have a really interesting breakdown as to like what X money can deliver for X,
mm.
equipment levels and for an individual. And I think it was about the £250 will give you like a full diagnostic piece of equipment or something like that. I don't know the specific description, so I apologize for
Neither do I.
that. But
I keep saying I just put up the signs and stuff at events. Like I'm not one of these specialists. Like the service delivery team are,
yeah,
yeah.
we're winging it like crazy. We're winging our
We'll wing it.
knowledge
It's
base.
fine.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
But what I thought was incredible is, okay, that it seems really cheap. You know what I mean? For what that kind of money can get you and the impact that can do.
Mm,
And then of course we're raising over £100,000. So the impact of that figure must be huge for special effect. Like
absolutely.
the scalability for the people that you can help, the things that you can do on a technology basis, and it must just be like it must just make such a huge impact.
Mm. I mean, I speechless. I
Yeah.
can't. I honestly I haven't really processed yet how incredible it is for us to be at this stage on, the Saturday morning of a 3-day event. Um, yeah, it's mad, and it will make such a difference to so many people's lives,
Mhm.
and I mean, in many cases, it is life changing. I know it sounds a bit hallmark to say, but it's life changing.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I
it's
know.
yeah,
It's
amazing.
wild. It's absolutely wild. So I'm yeah, I don't want to kind of repeat my adoration for special effect, but it's really hard not to. And again, we're seeing this B-roll footage at the top here, just like the different levels of work, and some of these equipments look incredibly scary, but of how complex they are. But it's just amazing that all of this is possible.
Mm,
Like you mentioned the eye reading technology as well. I mean, to for somebody who maybe has that level of like lack of mobility,
mm,
but they can still interact with just like eye tracking software. That's like the stuff of science fiction back in our old TV shows, and now it's this incredible technology that's helping people just get gaming through and get therapy through gaming again. It's
absolutely.
mental. It's
Yeah,
mental.
and stuff like from a technology point of view, stuff is changing all the time. I mean, you you know, new new systems come out, but new technology for the sort of eye tracking side of things. Just the amount that's changed in just the time I've been working with special effect is mad. Like I've gone from setting up an external thing that we'd kind of velcro to the front of a laptop to it being built in to the laptop. Like just laptops just come with eye tracking built in now. um,
Wow. Yeah.
and you mentioned some of the setups being like looking a little scary. That's coming on in leaps and bounds now as well with things like the Xbox adaptive controller.
Yeah.
Um, so that's kind of really helped to sort of streamline the look and feel and almost the acceptedness. Is that a word? I don't think it is a word. Let's just roll with it.
Yeah.
The way that accessible tech like looks and feels in a
Mm,
house, like you look at an Xbox adaptive controller and it just kind of fits in with the rest of someone's
yeah.
living room. um and it's amazing to see technology going that way and see that start to be a real conversation with companies, which is another thing that we help with as well. If companies want
Hmm.
any advice or help uh, with the development side of things, like that's Xbox asked us to be one of the charities and non-profits that helped them develop the
Yeah.
Xbox Adaptive Controller, and some of our service users actually got to test it for them and sort of feedback and say,
That's
like,
great.
this could do this, and this could do this, and it's amazing. Like, it's really nice to see that start to come to the forefront.
It really is. And one of the things I'm super encouraged by, and I'm noticing more about just in games in general, is the level of accessibility features that are getting added to games, like this like typical mainstream games or huge like blockbuster games, is the different accessibility options which are now there. And I know the adaptive controller is like a physical side of input and everything, but the fact that there's all of these extra settings like within on a software level that they're really pushing for. And I think I'm trying to remember the governing body it was, but there's an awards body which is now going to be opening up for accessibility awards in games. I don't know if it's BAFTA or if it's one of the other ones, but they're going to
BAFTA
be.
rings a bell, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, but it's great to see. I mean, one of the games I was super impressed by was The Last of Us 2. I think that had the most robust set of accessibility features I think I've ever seen, and it was just incredible, to the point where somebody who was registered as blind could actually play the game and complete the game because of the different like filter settings that would do like super high contrast, and that's just amazing to see. And I hope more and more developers just like get on board and can provide these options, because it's the physical part of it, of course, is hugely important, but all these extra features that you can just add on a software level is also making a huge difference. And it's dropping that barrier to entry, which I think is just amazing.
Yeah, and end of the day, more people playing awesome games, more people
Exactly.
in the community, more people experiencing these amazing stories. It's still not over the end of Last of Us 2.
I know.
Anyway, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's more people in the community, I think, is the best result at the end of the day. So
Yeah, 100%. So, oh goodness. So we are actually doing really, really well with our own little fundraising count. We're actually up to about £484, so just over halfway. Oh, it's
it always goes the wrong way.
You know, the counter is sitting just above your head. So what is also amazing about that for our viewers is anything that we raise, the company I work for, Wood Mackenzie, always match any donation. So we're almost at 500, so that means it's actually going to get doubled up to almost £1,000 raised for Special Effect already. And if we obviously hit the magic 750, that'll be £1,500 that get donated. So that's what we're aiming for, guys. So make the big corporation write that check. Get donating.
Ross, how can people donate to your stream?
Wow, there is a very handy link in the chat that will take you straight there. The chat isn't on the screen, but never mind.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat, guys. It's in the chat. So there is a bit.ly link. So it's bit.ly/Ross GameBlast, and that will take you directly to the Just Giving page, and there is the donation button and stuff there, and you can see some updates of the stream as well. So we are super excited for raising as much money as we possibly can. But even if that 484 is where we end up at the end of 24 hours, I don't mind, because that is a phenomenal figure, and I am super grateful to everybody who's been donating already and just being there to support and just tuning in. And that in itself is huge, because it's creating awareness. It's shining the spotlight on the work that Special Effect do, and that's just a great thing. We can't have enough of that. We really can't have enough of that.
Absolutely. I mean, I think I probably got on my soapbox about this last time I was on here, but honestly, whatever interaction you have with GameBlast, if one extra person goes away from the stream that you do knowing about Special Effect and tell someone else, and they maybe need our help, or they go and tell 50 other people, it all helps. It's not just the monetary side of things. Like that's obviously incredible, and you know, it keeps us going, and it's amazing. But telling people about us is so valuable as well. And, retweets and interacting with tweets on the hashtag GameBlast21 hashtag on Twitter. Like,
yeah,
it all helps. Yeah.
I know. I don't worry about welling up or anything or getting on your soapbox. That's what this stuff is all about.
I'm not gonna cry on the stream.
I could just imagine a hand from off camera. Maybe it's the corgi paw of trying to give you a tissue from off camera. It's like there.
It's just me going, get back in there, Tia.
So for anybody who's interested, we have an actually brilliant schedule all planned for you. So the Weekend Catch Up Club is, of course, the regular podcast, and we're doing this for the first opening hour. Then from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock, we're jumping over to Fall Guys. That'll be on the PlayStation 4. Then we've got Worms Rumble, also on PlayStation 4. That'll be filling the 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. slot. And then 4 to 6 will be a bit of Surgeon Simulator. So a little bit of, slapstick gore to ease into the evening. Then we'll be jumping across to Xbox. 6 to 8 slot will be Scott Pilgrim versus the World. We'll be playing that. 8 to 10 o'clock will be Diablo 3. We'll do that for a couple of hours with some new characters, have a bit of a fun, bit of looting, bit of hack and slash stuff. And then 10 p.m. to midnight will be The Division 2. We'll be jumping into that with some friends. Then 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. will be Wreckfest, which is currently on Game Pass. So if you want to join us for any of these, most of the games are going to be on Game Pass, so you can hop in and play some multiplayer with us. Then 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. we have Trials Rising, a bit of slapstick motocross carnage. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then the twilight hours of 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. is going to be the incredibly psychedelic. Maybe I should have changed the time slot of this one, but it is going to be Tetris Effect Connected, which is, of course, is a multiplayer game as well. And I don't know how delirious I'm already going to be at 4 a.m. But maybe
is it going to keep you awake or send you into a fever dream?
It might send me into a fever dream. And then 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. we have Paladins, multiplayer game, of course. And then 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. we're switching over to the Nintendo Switch for some Mario Kart fun to kind of really get us awake again. And then we're going to end the stream with an hour of Among Us. So a very sus schedule there, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So that is the full rota.
The lying space murder game.
Exactly. And I've never played it, Becky, so it's going to be really interesting.
I've only played a couple of times, and I'm so bad at it. I'm the worst. If I'm not the imposter, I'll be like, yeah, no, I was doing a task over in the place. I don't know what I was doing, but I was doing it. But if I am, I'll say exactly the same thing, but several octaves higher. So I was like, no, I was doing the thing. What are you doing?
So you're either really bad at covering your tracks or just really, really good at appearing guilty but not actually being guilty.
No, it's that I am really bad. I wish. You got a donation. Yay.
Woo! We got a donation. Wow, we're up. We have broken the 500 mark. That is amazing. Thank you very much, everybody. Oh my goodness. So why did the alert not play? That's interesting. What happened here?
It came up on screen and I saw Elmo.
Oh, Elmo did dance. Okay, well I
got very distracted because I do love that GIF. And it's all very clever, all of this. I love seeing people's different overlays and little tracker bars and announcements and stuff. It's really cool.
So I missed the pop-up there because I was talking about the schedule like a fool. So
Let's do it again.
I'm going to try and jump on my Just Giving page, but I think my browser is about to crash because I've got too many things running here at the moment.
I'll stay really still in case that's affecting.
There we go. Okay, no, it's loading. It's loading now. So,
right.
504 we're up to. So thank you to whoever just donated there. Where's the feed? Where's the feed? Oh, it's my buddy Scott Marley. So that's awesome. So he's going to be jumping into the chat a little bit.
Shall I do the GIF?
Yeah, you can do your favorite Elmo GIF. Honestly, usually I'm so bright red when I'm under these hot studio lights that I look like Elmo anyway, so I could maybe just do the GIF as well.
Yeah, let's do that.
We should all just pretend we're all Elmo GIFs and just have a Boogie instead. Boogie for 24 hours, is that even possible? Would that be, we might get a bit dehydrated.
You say that. I know that there is at least one streamer doing a Just Dance stream,
oh my
which
God.
would definitely see me off. I would, yeah,
Wow.
I would expire. But,
Is somebody going to be there to
it's
like
amazing.
wipe their brow with to get the sweat away?
I know.
Jeez.
I know they've got lots of disco lights, but I don't know about a brow wiper. I don't know if they've thought that far. I'm gonna add it to my list though of like maybe think about this for
Yeah.
for next year.
If that was me, I would need somebody with like a mop, just like reaching in
Just
from off camera and just dopping it on my head. It's like, but then it could double as a wig as well, right? We missed an opportunity here. GameBlast 2022. We're going to do like mop costumes and Just Dance. Put it in your calendars, everybody.
Mop costumes, Just Dance. All right, got it.
Oh dear. Speaking of these like 24-hour crazy things, I'm surprised nobody has volunteered to do Beat Saber for 24 hours, but maybe that would be too exhausting as well, or maybe it is actually happening.
We've had that. Really? I think last year I've completely blanked on their names, but yeah, two people did a Beat Saber stream. They actually ended up on the front page as well.
Jeez.
And yeah, it absolutely. Again, I would not last an hour doing it, so I don't know how people do it. This is why we hand over to the gamers for GameBlast. You do it way better than we could.
You're allowed to take a break, right? Surely you're allowed to kind of take a break and take some water on at least, catch your breath, and then do another run.
That's probably like a donation incentive, like they donate to rehydrate.
Yeah.
Donate to hydrate.
Oh, that is you must be in marketing. That's a really good slogan there. Well, I think next year I'm gonna up my game and maybe do some costume stuff, because was it last year or maybe the year before, I did some live streaming in character of a luchador, so I was playing Guacamelee. It was on the Switch, and I had the full costume. I had the luchador mask, although it loses its effect when you have to put glasses over the mask so you can actually see what's going on.
I don't think so. I think that adds to it, if anything. That's like an extra dare. Like, you want to fight? Come on then. I've got my glasses on. It's like an extra thing. You've got to overcome this hurdle of hitting a person with glasses on.
Yeah. So I had the cape and everything, and I had the worst Mexican accent, and my alter ego was Roscoe Paloco, the luchador. Nice. Full character and everything. So maybe he can make a comeback appearance for GameBlast 2022. I don't know.
Love it. Yeah, just bill it as a comeback. Like, get posters printed. That'd be great.
Oh, can you imagine like proper, almost like Day of the Dead, screen printed wrestling? Oh,
right. GameBlast 22. Yeah. You heard it here first. We're booked in now.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Ideas are forming already. I love it. I absolutely love it.
And again, this is why we leave it to you guys, because I mean, if Mark's still watching, I know he's just made a note of that, like luchador.
Yeah. This is going to be the what do they call it? Like milestone incentives. So at a certain level, okay, we'll do this character, and at a certain level, we'll do like this other character or something like that. Hey, Mark's just put in the chat. Yes, it has been noted. He's going to hold me to this now, isn't he?
Wait. Same character, but plot points get unlocked at different donation levels. Like you reach 50% of target, you get backstory to the luchador.
I like this.
Like, what happened to his family?
So could we do like community lore building? Oh, yeah. Andrew, Sarah, and Alexander have just donated £20. Thank you, guys. Elmo.
Just like gift that, put some little party hats on us. We're good to go. That's fine.
I know, right? Amazing. I like that, like community lore creation and backstory. Like we give him some like major trauma, and then he has to overcome something as to we could do like a full story.
It's like choose your own adventure game, but
live.
Stream. Yeah. All right, goodness. Mark, write that down.
Wait, the special effects story time live stream, community based.
Oh God, you've named it. You've named it and everything. I thought this was going to be an interview, not a brainstorming session.
So we've done the interview. We've kind of thrashed that out in about 15 minutes. Now we're on to like proper creative brainstorming now.
Listen, you want to know about special effect? Watch the last year's thing.
Yeah, we've
We're
got that in the
working on
bag.
next year now. Oh, brilliant.
Oh God, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So Becky, we've got like 25 minutes or something to go, but I don't really what would you like to talk about this weekend? What does this mean to the team? That all like seeing all this happen, seeing how many individuals are getting involved, trying to do stuff for special effect, but also like the big publishers are also lending their weight to everything as well. What does it mean for not just you as the community events coordinator, but like the team that are not public kind of thing, like they're just seeing it from in the background.
The shadow team.
Yeah.
Um, completely honestly, I've been like uncharacteristically pessimistic recently. I think lockdown's been kind of getting to me,
Yeah.
but we at Special Effect, like we understand that 2020 was pretty rubbish for a lot of people. So kind of going into the planning of GameBlast 21, we wanted to be like mindful of that and not be pushy and not kind of, I don't know, guilt trip people into like it's GameBlast again. And I like personally, I genuinely wasn't expecting to this at all. We hit 360 signups yesterday.
Wow.
Which I think is a record. We've never, as far as my memory can go back, we've never hit 100k so early on in the weekend. Oh, I'm not gonna cry.
Hold my hand. Hold my hand.
Okay. It means so much to know that people are still there, and people still care, and it's so amazing to see the community get behind us and help bring gaming to so many more people. Because I mean, I joked about Animal Crossing, but I know what gaming's done for me, and I know I've seen what gaming does for people. I'm incredibly lucky to, pre-pandemic be able to work in an office where we occasionally have people actually come in to get their assessments, and you hear like this scream of joy occasionally from like a kid that's been able to play Mario Kart for the first time, and it's really incredible, especially after such a crap year, for people to see that people are still here for us and for those gamers who need them. So
don't bring me to tears as well.
No, fine. It means the world. Like genuinely, it means everything, and it means opening up worlds to people who otherwise wouldn't be able to access them. So
it does.
It means a lot.
You hit the nail on the head there about the mental health aspect as well. As video games are this wonderful gift that we get to experience, and because of the lockdown this year, it really has been even more important of, okay, if you can't physically get together with your friends, how do you keep that connection going? And video games have just been amazing for that. I mean, Animal Crossing blew up because of that desire to have a better world to go to, and Special Effect have or continue to open that door to people that wouldn't be able to walk through that door. And that's just there's nothing you can say that can not that can diminish the impact of that. It's such a huge thing, and as the we've been seeing a lot of adverts recently from like Microsoft, and I give them huge credit to their campaign team about everything is, I can't remember the slogan, but it's basically everything is better when we can all play together. Roughly, I mean, I'm truncating and butchering their marketing slogan there, but it's so true. It's like it's better when we can all play together, and opening those doors for people is huge. It's so huge, and the more we can do for Special Effect year on year, all throughout the year as well. I know there's a lot of emphasis on GameBlast weekend, but it's all throughout the year as well, not just one weekend. And it's just amazing to see and to hear. And I hope to be able to have like you back on the show as many times as I possibly can, just to talk about it. And anybody that wants to get involved with Special Effect, hit up the website, hit up Becky on Twitter. Go with your Twitter handle, Becky.
It is at Becky Frost with a 0 for the O, because I'm a cool kid.
You're a cool kid, yeah. Or even if you
and
just
somebody
want...
else had Becky Frost.
Yeah, God damn it! But even if you just want some awesome keycaps, right, for your gaming keyboard,
I've got to make 100,000 of them.
You've got to make 100,000 of them. But I love Special Effect, and I know a lot of our viewers love Special Effect as well, and we are also, as a games industry, extremely fortunate to have a lot of ambassadors for Special Effect as well. I just hope to see that growing as well, and I just can't wait to see like more success stories, more projects, more things happening. When we can have events again, have like, if you're lucky enough to go to like Eurogamer Expo, because I believe it's back on this year in September, October, I can't remember the exact dates. So Special Effect are there. Just go to their booth, go chat to them, and just see firsthand the work that they do. And you usually get to even try out some of the like adaptive controllers and the different technologies that they're working on, and it will blow your mind. I know it's impressive enough to see like a video testimonial or showreel, but when you're actually standing there talking to the team, seeing the impact firsthand, it's incredibly humbling and so rewarding as well. And just show them some support, show them some love. That's all I ask, if we can.
Oh, thank you. No, I'm not gonna cry. Okay. Yeah.
What you don't realize, Becky, is as off to the side here, I have all of my notes to say, okay, what's going to make Becky cry now? Okay, pull that one out of the
bag. I used to play roller derby, and we had this amazing person on the team called Snoogans, and she'd often get like just super proud of us and cry, and we always used to do these like chants at the end of games, like, we do this as a team, we skate as a team, we make Snoogs cry as a team. And I can just hear that of GameBlast is now like, we make Becky cry as a team. Like, no.
So we came together, we cried together, absolutely.
Yeah. We cut the onions together, we cried.
Yeah. So before you boost off and get stuck into the crazy chaos of the rest of the day, what does GameBlast weekend look like for you typically, and also what would you normally like have to do like for the rest of the day? What are you going to be doing, I guess?
What am I up to?
Yeah, what are you up to?
So cool interviews like this, I'm heading off to a couple of other shows in a bit. I was up until 2 a.m. with the Hype Squad yesterday. So nice. A lot of the Special Effect volunteers take part in the Hype Squad. I really like calling stuff a squad, so I call them Volunteer Squad. I know it's not 2016, but I'm not going to change that. Yeah. They're my squad. So yeah, we have a little Hype Squad in the Discord, and we try and make sure that we're like visiting as many streams as possible, and like saying hi and thank you and how's it going. So I'll be doing that. I'll probably take a nap at some point, maybe.
Quite right. Yep.
Maybe not. But yeah, it'll be mainly like monitoring social media, just seeing what people are up to, popping into streams and cheering people on. Because again, this is your event. We're just here to cheer you on, really. So
Awesome.
I'll be doing that.
Okay, I want to ask the community one thing then. So if Becky's going to be popping up on multiple other streams throughout the day or the weekend, I want a leaderboard count of how many times she cries per channel and who gets the most. Right? That's what I want to happen.
Just assume that I'm always crying off screen. Like last night when we hit 90k last night and I was just at my desk bawling. I'm sat here like, what's happening? Oh yeah, it's not one of those like it's proper like so yeah, hence the like, please don't cry on stream, Becky, come on. Nobody needs to see that. But yeah, it just, I mean, the stuff that people come out with and do for GameBlast and achieve for GameBlast honestly blows me away, and I know it blows the rest of the team away, and we're all just sort of sat either in the office in previous years or at our desks in our homes now just going, what's happening? So yeah, blown away.
I've got my friend Andy in the chat saying the support is amazing, you guys 100% deserve it, and heart emoji as well.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind. And yeah, I honestly, it's your event, you're doing this, so thank you. Like, yeah,
it's amazing.
Can't thank you enough.
You're most welcome. It's the least we can do. It's something that for the longest time before I knew about SpecialEffect, I took it for granted, as I guess most people do. It's like it's that almost I don't want to say ignorant, but it kind of is this kind of ignorant mentality of okay, of course I can hold a controller, of course I can press buttons and stuff like that and play games, and can't everybody? That's this mentality that you get into, especially when you're younger, I guess, as well. You're just not aware, or you're not exposed to anybody that does have difficulties and can't do this. And I just, now that we became aware of it a number of years ago, we've dived into wanting to support SpecialEffect as our kind of like our number one main charity that we love to do stuff for, because of gaming is our passion. It's we're maybe not fortunate enough to have it as our main career, but it feels like a second career because it is such an important part of our hobby. And we start doing all of these things, we run communities, we do podcasting, we do live streams, and if we can bring that back to awareness and fundraising for things like SpecialEffect, then I think that is just hugely important, and I encourage everybody to get involved as much as they possibly can. And I hope to smash the record of I don't know what last year's total count was, but I think we're on course to be absolutely smashing it this year as well. And
yeah,
who knows where we can go.
I really do. I was making the little GIFs for 50k and 100k. I was like, should I make 150k? No. So
you better get like a 200 and 250k just on standby, maybe.
I'll just know that if any future milestone, I'll be a mess. Like, just yeah.
Or we obviously don't want to hex it, so maybe you should just have like a bit of paper with the number scribbled on it, and just do that.
But I mean, honestly, I was the same before I heard about SpecialEffect. I started fundraising when I googled them, and yeah, I took it for granted as well. And I think a lot of people just don't think about it, just not in a bad way. They just don't realize what it would mean if it was taken away from them. And the one thing I miss about events is kind of seeing people looking over the stand and watching the videos, like the one that's that way, the one that's playing up here.
Up there.
You did it too.
I know. I was like, which way? Because it's flipped as well. It's reversed.
Yeah. That way. Yeah. But watching people, watch our videos and seeing them sort of come to the realization that, not everyone can do this just naturally. it's amazing, and to see people, like, even if they don't have a connection to the charity personally, they have a connection to gaming, and they have a connection to these communities that mean so much to them, and they understand what it means to give that to people, or to give it back to people. So yeah, it's incredible to have the support of gamers and the games industry in this, and it's something that the Special Effect team don't take for granted, because we know that, like, we know how much this takes. Like, we know how tiring 24 hours of gaming can be. Like, it sounds super fun, but it's tiring, and you do so much work to prepare for it, and we can't thank you enough. I mean, I've seen Ali's in the chat. Hi, Ali. She hand makes all of our thank you cards throughout the year.
Yes, that's
we
right.
we don't make her hand make all of the GameBlast cards. That would be mean. But she hand writes like
the thank you notes and stuff.
It's incredible. Like,
we talked about that on our last show. I've got it. I've still got mine. I keep them. Of course I keep them, and it's just a beautiful thing to receive. You don't expect it at all, and then when you get the card through in the post, and it's got a handwritten like thank you note on it, you're thinking, oh my god, it's like so lovely to just receive, and it's totally unexpected. But it's that hand touch, it's that personal touch that Special Effect put into not just the thank you cards and everything, but it's like everything. You know, the assessment is very personal. Helping people is very personal. Fundraising is very personal, and what's Special Effect just kind of personify that in such a beautiful way, and those other thank you notes are just wonderful. So Becky, thank you, and I'm sure you must be getting like repetitive strain injury or something on your poor wrists from writing all of those thoughts.
No, it's Ali. She's a machine. Like, I tried to help her with the GameBlast cards last year, and I was like, Ali, I've done 13 and my hand looks like this now. It won't. Yeah. What do I do? And she's like, oh, I've done like 312. I'll take on the rest of yours. It's fine. Like, machine. Love it.
Yeah, I've got this image in my head of, do you remember the Avengers movie where Tony Stark and Captain America are chopping wood? And Tony Stark has done maybe 5 blocks of wood, but the Captain America has done like the entire forest. So Becky is clearly Captain America in this situation with all of the cards.
No. I mean, Ali's definitely Captain America. Who would I be? I'd be like Ant-Man over in the corner eating my taco. Like, just like, keep going, you're doing great. It's just, Ant-Man's great. Yeah. Like, he's going to come into his own, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, throwing out the moral support. You got this. You keep on going.
Keep on going.
So we are coming to the end of today's show. I'm going to let Becky boost off and do what she needs to do, joining some other chats and giving moral support across the board for the entire weekend. You're going to be exhausted. You're going to be an emotional wreck, but you're going to be
I'm going to love it.
You're going to love it. It's going to be just an amazing, like, emotional trip, I would say. Yeah, it's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, this is my favorite time of the year. This is like my favorite Special Effect event. I love it.
So Becky, thank you for joining me for episode 30 of the Weekend Catch-Up Club. As I said at the beginning, this has been a very special podcast because it is kicking us off for GameBlast weekend, the start of our 24-hour charity stream, in which I forgot to set the counter on at the very beginning, but Becky reminded me. So
I should have left it. I regret everything. Oh man.
I know. So guys, stick around. I'm going to be jumping into some Fall Guys on PlayStation 4. I'm going to let Becky jump off, and we're going to do a little bit of a setup for the next few minutes, and then we're going to go live hopefully about 12 noon, or maybe just a little bit after, depending on, technology, and hopefully we'll get everything sorted. So if you've enjoyed this podcast, and if you're watching this later on demand, please consider doing a little donation to Special Effect, or at the very least, just check them out on Twitter, on different social channels. They're just a wonderful bunch of guys, a great team. They help so many people in ways that you could not imagine. And until the next time, everybody, take care, and I'll see you on the next podcast. Bye-bye.
Elmo GIF.